State-of-the-art vision language models achieve 100% accuracy counting on images of popular subjects. Example, knowing that Adidas logo has 3 stripes and a dog has 4 legs, but only 17% accurate in counting counterfactual images. For example, when a Adidas logo has 5 stripes or there's a 5-legged dog. So you can actually see here, essentially, there's a few pictures here. Essentially what happens with these AI models, if the AI model, like here's a perfect example. Let me see if I can pull this up correctly. All right. If the AI model previously knows that a puma has 4 legs, and you ask it, how many legs does a puma have? Of course, the model is going to say, well, I mean, it has 4 legs, right? Because I know it. But then if you ship it a picture of a puma with 5 legs, most up-to-date models still say the puma has 4 legs. Huh. What's going on here? The issue is that except for, what is this? What's the GT one? Let me go back and see what the GT one is. It's not ChatGPT. Crap, I don't remember what the GT one is. I read this morning, and then I get a raid, and all of a sudden I'm off my game. I don't remember what GT is. All right, okay. To be fair, I read it. I knew what it was. I don't know what it is. Okay. In any case, the point being that the models themselves, because you can see all the models are here, like, and so the Adidas logo, same thing, right? These models answer. You'll give them a picture, but they will answer based on information that they know. They know animals have 4 legs. They know Adidas has 5 stripes, or 4 stripes, I mean. And so when you give them something that's counterfactual, they'll go, wait, there's an Adidas logo here, and I know that it usually has 4 stripes, or the puma has 4 legs or whatever, so that must be the answer. These things, I'm sorry, folks, these things are not sentient. So anybody who tells you that these things are going to lead to artificial general intelligence, it's not true. Apple essentially debunked it. There was another study just a few, I think in April or whatever, by Salesforce, and they said the same thing. These things have massive limitations, and they have a built-in, this is the built-in bias that they have when they do visual checks. And the built-in bias is, I need to go in and reference all the stuff that I know to be true about typical pictures. When you present to me a picture that's outside of the scope, I have to lean towards my bias, which is what do these pictures typically represent? And then I'm going to give you an answer based on that. Right. So this is very different from the kinds of sales techniques that are being presented, that LLMs have some kind of reasoning ability, that they can actually go and count the number of stripes. They can actually determine like the legs of the puma and then count the total. That's not true. That's not even remotely true. It's not happening at all. So if you're someone who uses AI out there, you don't really know how it works, or you're kind of getting the peripheries of the discussions of AI, just take note that it is not what it is cracked up to be. There is a lot of hype being sold in AI. If you're, for example, a programmer, this is also pertinent to you, because you can imagine that you ask the AI system, the LLM, to generate some code for you, like, I'll create me a button and I click it and it does this and it creates code and it runs great, but you can't really determine how it got to that answer. It's actually difficult to determine that. In some cases, it's impossible. So you have no idea which biases played into the code that got generated. Does the code have any security issues? How performant is the code? Did it actually do what you wanted it to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These things have to be taken very carefully, very seriously. I cover articles like this all the time, 62 episodes of doing this, and it's like an almost never-ending a never-ending slew of them.